Hi everybody, hope you're well. I want to talk today about the art of saying thank you and the memories that you can actually create for your employees by genuinely doing something that says thank you. And I don't mean using contrived methods. So I've worked for organisations before that have created thank you cards and thank you stickers and things that people on a certain day go around and say thank you to everybody. It works in some places, but it's not for me personally. I'm much more of a believer in the art of a genuine thank you, and sometimes that's all it needs to create a memory for employees that said, wow, my boss took the time out to actually say thanks for what you've just done. It means such a lot to people, and if you think about when people have done that for you or a boss has said that to you, it does mean a lot, especially when it's really genuine. Just to give you an example of a bit more than a verbal thank you, but a good example that created a memory for me was many years ago when I was sent up to the northeast to do quite a big piece of work and a negotiation with some trade unions. I was asked to go up there about 2 weeks after my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, had moved in with me in Nottingham. So she moved in, and 2 weeks later I went up to the northeast for a year. 3 things happened after that year. The first thing was that the company paid me some money as a thank you. The second thing was that my boss wrote a little letter, a little note to say thank you and to tell me about that money. And the third thing was that the trade union sent my wife a massive bunch of flowers through the post and said thank you for letting Pete spend the year up here with us to help us through these issues that we had. And that was amazing. That created an unbelievable memory. My wife reminds me, if I ever buy her flowers, which is not often enough, but she'll always say, it's not as big a bunch as the trade union bought me that time. And she says it in a joking way, but it created a real memory for us and something that we'll never forget. And it was just the simple act of, okay, financially ordering some flowers, but thinking about saying thank you for me being up there. So that'll always stick in the memory. And the other thing that will always stick in the memory is that my boss took the time to handwrite a little note. It was about 4 lines saying thank you. I've still got that. I'll always keep that, and I'll always remember it. The money that the organisation paid to me, I can't remember how much it was. I can't remember what I used that money for. It was nice at the time, but it's not part of my memory. The parts of my memory that will stay with me forever are the handwritten note and the flowers from the trade union. So it doesn't have to be things like that, it can be anything, but when it's from the heart and when you genuinely mean thank you, that's what means something to employees. So happy to help in any organisations where you're struggling to recognise your employees in the right way. It doesn't have to cost a fortune. It is more about leadership and your traits as a leader. So if we can help, give us a call. In the meantime, have a great day. See you soon.